what the struggle basically is it's a struggle between two value systems. So, um, you have the value system of external authority and you have the value system of internal authority. And the distinction between the two is what metaphysical um like uh sort of axioms they rest on. And so uh, these two value systems rest on diametrically opposed uh like systems of metaphysics. And so the value system of external authority rests upon uh, sort of like um, the deification of externalities. And so that would be like it's like the difference between external law and internal law. So the value system of internal authority does not consist of the denial of law altogether, but it's the it's a system of internal law. So it's obedience to the self rather than obedience to things external to the self. So it's not disobedience for its own sake, because that's not what liberty is. Disobedience for its own sake would be like a universe of complete, just illogical nonsense. And so that's not what liberty is. It's not equivalent to the generative principle, because there has to be some degree of organization and structure in order for reality to exist. The difference is that the organization and structure is rests on the foundation of the individual, like the internal consciousness, the internal reality, rather than obedience to things that are external. And so it's like it's not an error. The value system of external authority was created on purpose in order to control humans and to subjugate them. So it's like so it's sort of like there's a value system of external authority is based more on it's based more on self abnegation and like shame and and, and like say, well, it's like sympathy for its own sake. It's like it's like to turn humans into like things that like to make people powerless, right? So it takes power away from the individual on purpose. So it was like the value system of external authority was invented intentionally in order to subjugate the vast majority of humans. And so rather, the value system of internal authority was the original value system. It is much more ancient and much more consistent, and it has survived for much longer. So it's basically it's a value system that's not based on obedience to authority, or it's not based on abnegating the individual, but it's based on like say it's like self-deification. So it's more like honor and nobility. So it's on the basis of it's not. So in the value system of external authority, shame is based on what you are not supposed to do. So it's not that you should be something, it's that you shouldn't be something. And so it's based on law. And then but the value system of internal authority, in it shame is on the basis of what you are not. So it's on the basis of like, it's like you aren't living up to this ideal. So it's based on sort of like you are not being as like as green as you could possibly be. So it's just a minute. It's like the failure to self-actualize is the one thing that you should be you should feel bad about. So it's like the value system of external authority, it rests on the foundation of metaphysical errors in thought. Like it's on the basis of like they don't understand what reality is. So it's based on a false conception of what existence really is. So it's like this philosophical jail cell that people are trapped in. So it's like the value system of internal authority gets demonized because it's is antithetical to the power system that has been created. It's like internal. It's like the value system of internal authority raises human beings that are incapable of being controlled. And so it's like it's like, well, I mean, it's like it's based on two different ways of viewing reality itself. So it's basically well, there's the Abrahamic view, and that's it's the deification of authority for its own sake. And so it's and then there's a more ancient sort of per se, it's like the Hindu pagan view of the universe, of reality. the way that the universe functions, and that's it's there is the ultimate self. So in the Abrahamic framework of reality, everything is external to the self. So the self is nothing, and then externalities are everything. But then in the other view, externalities are nothing, because and then the self is everything. The self is reality itself. So the self generates reality, and that's sort of like, in order to liberate like these like people, it's necessary to restructure the metaphysical ideal, and get people to become like self-generators.